Online Learning. My name is Charita and I'm teaching Primary 2 English. And today we are going to look at composition. What do we mean? Composition, we look at the story composed by somebody. Then you answer the questions within that story. So today we're going to look at our story here and we shall be able to answer the questions that they will ask at the end of our story. Let's read through. Read the story and answer the questions that follow in full sentences. In Primary 2, we answer in full sentences, not someone asking you, where are you coming from? And say, school. That's not a sentence. You have to say, I'm coming from school. So that's what we are going to do. Now, in a story, there are what we call new words or the vocabulary here. There are those words which are in the story that we have to learn first, their meaning, so that we can read our story and understand it well. So here we have words like farmer, crops, sons, bank, business, trader, profits, manager, and the word land. We look at a farmer. Who is a farmer? A farmer is a person who grows crops and rears animals. And then we look at what are crops. Crops are like things like maize, beans, bananas, potatoes, those when they grow in the gardens. So we look at the word sons. Sons is a boy child at home. If your parents have a boy child, that's their son. We look at the word bank. A bank is a place where we keep our money safely. Business. Business is the act of buying and selling things. You buy and sell things and you get profits. That's the business that you're doing. You hear businessmen, businesswomen, they go and buy things in plenty and then they start selling them and get much money. Trader. A trade is the act of receiving what you don't want and what you don't have and then giving away what that person doesn't have. For example, you go to the shops, you give them the money and they give you what you have come to get. So a trader is a person who buys and then sells. He buys and then sells that thing to those people who don't have them and he gets money. Profits. Now profits is like if I buy something at 200 shillings and then I go and sell it to another person at 500 shillings, then I will say 5 minus 2, I get 3. So that 300 shillings is my money, the profit that I have got. You buy something at lower price, you sell it at higher price, then that money that you get is yours. That is the profits. Manager. Manager is a person who heads a company. So here we're going to look at the bank manager, a person who heads a bank, who leads other workers. Then we look at the word lend. Lending is giving somebody something that he will bring back. It is going to use and then bring it back. Sometimes when you say, I'm lending you my thing, I'm lending you my money, but when you bring it back, you have to put for me some profits. Maybe I lend you 1,000, but you have to add a profit of 200 shillings. Then you come and give me 1,200 shillings. So that's what we call lend and that's what we call profits. So let's read through our story now that we have understood the key words. Mr. Mugera is a farmer. He grows crops like maize, potatoes, bananas, and beans. He rears animals like cows, pigs, and goats. He keeps birds like hens and ducks. Mr. Mugera has 2 sons. One day, he asked them what they would want to become when they grow up. The first son, named Jack, said that he wants to become a trader. Remember, we talked about the work of a trader, so that he can buy crops and sell them to other people. The second son, called Timothy, said that he wants to be a bank manager so that he can keep people's money safe and lend money to business people to get profits. So he's going to lend the money and get the profits. So you have had the story. Now we come to the questions after our story. Questions. Who is the farmer? According to the story, who is the farmer that the story is talking about? In full sentences we shall say, Mr. Mugera is the farmer. Is the farmer that we are talking about. The second question. What does Mr. Mugera do? What does he do? What did we learn? He grows crops and rears animals and birds. That's what he does. Another question. Give 2 examples of crops that Mr. Mugera grows. What are they? We learned about them. Many. Number 4. Dash Dash wants to become a trader. Who wants to become a trader according to the story? They are going to be in the story. There are so many questions that you have to answer. So you find those questions in the booklet and you have to answer them correctly according to the story and in full sentences. Remember, a sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop. And then names of people begin with a capital letter. Thank you for learning.